I saw a video where you're getting like a microchip installed in your arms.
I got that
shit.
motherfucker in right now. Touch it.
I don't want to touch it, man.
You want to touch it?
Nah, I'm good.
You sure?
Where's it at?
It's right here. Like a grain of rice. See it?
And what does the microchip do?
Anything and everything that is RFID technology related.
So
you like a
Bluetooth.
walking iPhone?
Technically, like Bluetooth, what RFID technology is like a wireless signal tapping for that can access points. So like for you ever did tap payment somewhere?
Yeah.
That's one. Or
So you tap your hand.
in fact, your card that you guys used to get into this building is RFID technology.
Right.
When you're driving on the highway with your tolls, taking payment, all of this is forms of that. And in the near future, a company right now is developing. I'm going to be one of the first humans to have this installed in my body. Is a health ID card, which will tell you everything you're allergic to, what you're not allergic to, your entire breakdown of your genetic structure, like 23andMe, all on a scannable chip that can be scanned at a hospital or whatnot. So like it's expanding more with what humans can do with it, as opposed to having it in outer accessories. We can just put it within us. It's harmless.
I mean, I definitely think that's not some bullshit. I think that's where shit's going for sure.
Yeah, it's just a convenience thing, honestly.
It's really just convenience for you.
Yeah, like if we want to, we can program it to like our Range Rover, and I can just walk up because it's the fob key.
The key,
Yeah, and it'll recognize that
Keyless
that's
entry.
the key ID. Yeah, instead of having the keys with you, you never lose your car key.
Do you think that isn't that direct? Well, I don't know if Kev's not religious at all, but
No.
Doesn't that have something to do with like the mark of the beast?
Honestly, like I'm not like super religious minded, but I am informed with a lot of different things with religion, and I understand what you're saying with that. In fact, I had my uncle call my mom and said, "I saw your son today at church. What are you doing with my nephew?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "They showed a video at church of him getting microchip." What the fuck? Like, it was like,
They showed that.
Yeah, it was at a church, and they were like, "This is truth that it's the signs of the end of the world." And I laughed, and I was like, "No, it's not. Like, yes, we can use it as a form of payment. Yeah, they did kind of predict that something would be like this in the future, but perhaps the word of God was just kind of revealing to us where we would be in the future. But it's not per se a mark of a beast, because like what beast?
So
it's also, these are the people who believe that one man took two of every animal and put them in a fucking boat, which is obviously horseshit.
Exactly.
Take it all with a grain of salt.
All right, Shalom. First off, we want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to our apostle and elders of Great Millstone, and honors and salutations to you brothers that's preaching this word, and sincerity and faith, and shalom to you sincere listeners and believers thereof. So this is a couple of brothers from the Great Millstone San Francisco Bay Area camp. All right, I'm the brother Yari Allah.
I'm the brother Shamar. Brother Manatsa.
Yeah, so we're just doing a in-transit lesson on the way to the battlefield. As you can see on the screen, this article that came out is pretty much centered around prophecy. All right, this is the year of Karagma, and a major part in which the last few prophecies are of. The biggest part of prophecy is what? The mark of the beast, the Rfid microchip, all right, which is written of in the book of Revelation, in which we're going to go into, and in which this article is going into. So this is pretty much an update on the mark of the beast, all right. So I'm gonna just read the article. It's very brief, and we're just gonna bring out the precepts, man. Because we're in that time. Every prophecy is not cooling down. If anything, it's just heating up. We're already halfway through the year. So things are just buckling down, man. It's getting down to the wire pretty much. So this is off of blacklistednews.com. It says scientists getting closer to smart dust brain implants that communicate via wireless network. It says the source was Activist Post. It says neural dust, smart dust previously entered mainstream discussion via the 2016 independent article. Tiny implant could connect humans and machines like never before. Excuse me. It was implied to be a new technology that can wirelessly link a human brain to a computer via the implantation of a device the size of a grain of sand. You see? This invention, however, is much older, in was officially supported by the National Nanotechnology Initiative 2011 strategic plan. In 2013, I covered how researchers at Berkeley Engineering discussed moving nanotechnology from environmental sensor applications toward human applications such as brain-computer interfaces. Their paper stated, a network of tiny implantable sensors could function like an MRI inside the brain, recording data on nearby neurons and transmitting it back out. The smart dust particles would all contain an extremely small CMOS sensor capable of measuring electrical activity in nearby neurons. The researchers envisioned a piezoelectric material backing the CMOS capable of generating electrical signals from ultrasound waves. The process would also work in reverse, allowing the dust to beam data back via high-frequency sound waves. The neural dust would also be coated with polymer. Now, scientists believe that they have crossed a new threshold toward making the concept of smart dust a reality that would offer a far wider scope than originally envisioned. At the recent IEEE conference, researchers from Brown University, Qualcomm, and the University of California, San Diego announced that they are the first to have achieved a wireless transfer of information from an implanted neural device to an external computer that interpreted the data received. It allows bi-directional communication between the implants in an external device with an uplink rate of 10 megabytes per second and a downlink rate of 1 MBS. We believe that we are I believe that's millibytes per second. We believe that we are the first group to realize wireless power transfer and megabytes per second communications in a neural implant, says Wing Ching Vincent Luong, technical director at the Qualcomm Institute Circuits Lab at UC San Diego. Neuromico calls the 0.25 square millimeter implants neural grains. They each consist of a chip capable of harvesting RF energy. That chip powers an electrode that senses spikes of voltage from individual neurons as well as wireless communications. An antenna set outside of the skull provides the RF power, transmits to the implants, and receives data from them. It says, researchers believe that the introduction of thousands of neural grains will enable far more complex data collection and transference than a single implant. As I've highlighted in previous articles on the topic, this type of communication is a two-way street. Some people might feel content, for example, with sending their brain's information out to a doctor for evaluation, but this sensor network could also transmit data back, as was admitted by MIT in their 2013 article, How Smart Dust Could Spy on Your Brain. That's why CO and Co have chosen ultrasound to send and receive data. They calculate that the power required to use electromagnetic waves on the scale would generate a damaging amount of heat because the amount of energy the body absorbs in the troubling signal to noise ratios at this scale. By contrast, ultrasound is a much more efficient and should allow the transmission of at least 10 million times more power than electromagnetic waves at the same scale, emphasis added. This is also an area of research that continues to interest DARPA as one of the future methods of mind control. A smart dust neural network that can communicate externally could form the basis for reading soldiers' minds and creating thought control weapons, in which I believe a year or so back, brothers in LA, they had, I believe, like two men. I believe like one of the northerners and one of the southerners of Israel come up and admit that they had the chip in them. They were part of the military, so they're already, Esau's already chipping those in the military, because you're already once you join Esau's military, you're government property, so they can do whatever they want to you. In which they chip and they pretty much control you, man. That's why they're known as jarheads. All right, you know. You was gonna say something? Well, I'm gonna continue on. Back in May, DARPA, it said this is also an area of research that continues to interest DARPA. Oh yeah, I read that part slack. Back in May, DARPA Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency announced that 6 teams will receive funding under the Next Generation Non-Surgical Neurotechnology N3 program. Participants are tasked with developing technology that will provide a two-way channel for rapid and seamless communication between the human brain and machines without requiring surgery. And that's what Esau is focusing in on, this whole so-called AI thing, man. Forming putting together human and machine, man. In which he's gonna attempt to, what he's gonna do with this chip, man, and what he's already doing. All right. It says, imagine someone who's operating a drone or someone who might be analyzing a lot of data, said Jacob Robinson, an assistant professor of bioengineering at Rice University, who is leading one of the teams. There's this latency where if I want to communicate with my machine, I have to send a signal from my brain to move my fingers or move my mouth to make a verbal command, and this limits the speed at which I can interact with either a cyber system or a physical system. So the thought is maybe we could improve that speed of interaction. The agency is interested in systems that can read and write to 16 independent locations in a chunk of brain the size of a pea, with a lag of no more than 50 milliseconds within 4 years, said Robinson, who is under no illusion about the scale of the challenge. When you try to capture brain activity through the skull, it's hard to know where the signals are coming from and when and where the signals are being generated, he told Live Science. So the big challenge is, can we push the absolute limits of our resolution, both in space and in time, Live Magazine. Scientists continue to push into territories that require the strictest examination of ethical implications. However, thus far, those discussions have lagged far behind the experimentation that is taking place. All right. So this is more more updated information on what the mark of the beast, the Rfid microchip, in which Esau is going to make a press out upon everybody, upon the whole world, man. All right, you know, and he's already doing it, and he really what he's trying to do is so-called perfect it. All right, and he's making it seem like it's some cool and something new and innovative, and it's a part of the future. All right, and that's all a part of his witchcraft, man. You know,
I was gonna say that's a part of him being a deceiver. He's going to present it to you as something good. Mm-hmm. You know, when that's against the scriptures, that's known as the mark of the beast. Yep. Because Esau's going to present it as if, okay, you're handicapped, you take the chip, you can get your legs back. You know, he's going to present it in the way to where it's something that's looked at as something good.
Yeah, something convenient, something that's helping you.
Uh-huh. And that's why they're doing the stuff with the 5G. And I seen something else mentioning that after 5G they were wanting 6G. Yeah, 6G, and the 6G is going hand in hand basically with all the stuff the article mentioned. Yep. Everything to do with AI, because 5G is just like for sake of like making internet faster or whatever, higher speed or whatever. But 6G is going to be all about all artificial intelligence and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Basically, mark of the beast technology.
Which the 5G signals, they need more towers to travel for the signal to travel. So they put more towers in different areas, which what causes more cancer.
Straight up.
You know? Yeah. It's a death. This man got to go. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna bring out the scripture on it. Revelations chapter 13, verse. I start up a little bit. Verse 15, and he had power to. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
And that's basically what it's going to come down to. if you don't want to get down with Esau program, he gonna push you down. That's why he been like, this was like years ago when he was investing in money with all billions of bullets,
hollow tip bullets.
Yeah, hollow tip bullets, guillotines, all this stuff. Esau's been getting ready for it, so he already know that people's gonna turn it down, and he gonna basically put you to death if you don't want to take the chip.
Yep. That's why he has they call it he got the red list, blue list, yellow list.
Yep.
The red lists are people that he's targeted that are known, that he knows are going to rebel. People he called truthers. Really, the red list is geared towards us.
Yeah.
You know, those are the people he just going to straight up kill. I think the blue list is the people that are just
in between.
In between, you know, they can be converted. They can be converted to the ways of the New World Order.
Yeah, they can be groomed.
Yep, and I think the yellow list is just people that are just fucking stupid. You know, the average American. You know, they just gonna willingly go for it.
Yeah.
So pretty much him being a deceiver, he's gonna use this because ultimately, when you go back to the Georgia Guidestones, that's Esau's 10 Commandments. The first commandment is maintain a population of humanity under 500 million.
Yep.
So in his New World Order, his goal is to depopulize the Earth.
Yep.
He wants to kill majority of the planet Earth. You know, and he's going to use this RFID chip as a way to get rid of these people. You know, you don't want to take the chip, he's going to off you.
Yep.
But like the scriptures say, it says, and as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yep, and that's what it's going to be. Everybody going to have to get it. Doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, free or bond, or people in jail going to have to get it. Or whether you in poverty or not, because that's all it is now. Is no middle class. It's only rich and poor.
Yep.
So you're gonna be forced to get it, and the rich, they're already getting it now. They're not waiting to get it. The poor, they're going to be forced to get it because the poor, you know, they only deal with money. They don't really have cars and like stuff like that.
Yeah, the poor just goes along with whatever happens. All right. Yep. Whatever. Cause they don't have no say so. They just have to. They have to go with the times, so to speak. Okay, cool.
Forced into it.
Yeah, and a lot of them are government assistance, government assistance. So all that is going to be cut. Yeah, all that is going to be cut off. So if you want to continue to be provided for and taken care of, you're going to have to take this RFID microchip.
It says Revelations 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing out there now in Sweden and these other, even in these other countries. You know, they got these the cashless stores and everything out there in Sweden. It's like it's rare to find a spot that can take money because everything else is cashless out there. Yep. And that's what they're doing. America is damn near the last one getting on board with that. Because there are all these other countries, they already been doing that, like starting to just go straight cashless. And now you see America trying to get catch up, so to speak, and make everything cashless and start implementing the RFID technology more in your job. If you want to get a job, it's going to get to the point to where you got to have a chip to work there. Check in, check out, or whatever.
Certain places already in the U.S. already have certain jobs, Edomite jobs or whatever. They already have it to where you have to have the chip to go to work there. They got like documentaries on it and whatnot. I forgot what state was the first state. Yeah.
They called it, that was the news clip where they called it the chip party. Everybody was just getting chipped, and then they had the vending machine in there showing you like, oh, it's convenient. You could buy you something out the vending machine, just put your hand up to it. But, you know, it's all about convenience, and then it's about trying to make you be conformed to the world, because the world, this society is changing, and they're trying to make you conform to the way that they want to change it.
And that's how Esau works. He gradually bring things on. You know, like before when we had the credit cards, they didn't have now everybody knows it. All our credit cards have chip in them. Before, back in the day, you have to swipe your card. Or even going way back before that, you would have cash. It's rare that people carry cash on them now.
Yeah.
But now, they gearing you up to where everywhere you go, you put your chip in with your card. Even to the point you go to vending machines, you ain't even got to put in cash. You can just scan your card and get whatever you need, you know?
Yeah.
They get your mind ready to scan, you know? It's all about, like, you go to the gym in 24-hour fitness. Back in the day, you would have to show your pass, and they had to log you in and go in. Now you just go up there, you put your thumb on the little register, you know?
Fingerprint readers.
Yeah, the finger, which that they getting you ready for the chip, you know?
Yep.
It's conditioning. Even at my job, back in the day, you just show your card and then you would walk in. But now, when you walk in, you actually have to scan your card and it registers like if you came into work. So they gearing you up for the chip, you know?
Yep.
I'm going to read back in Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yep. And that's what it's going to ultimately come down to. You're not going to be able to really function in this society unless you got the chip.
Yep.
And that's why you're going to be forced to make a choice at that point. You're going to have to pick a side, so to speak. Either you're going to pick Esau's side and worship him, go with his ways, or you're going to choose the side of the Heavenly Father and not take the chip. Because without it, you ain't going to be able to go to the store, buy food and everything like you do now. You're going to just be out there, so to speak, ostracized from society. And everybody's going to know that you don't have it because everybody else, they're going to have it. They're going to be connected to the beast, basically, to the same system.
Like, hey, pretty much plugged into the system, man.
It says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Yep, in which Esau has that on all the barcodes, you know. So that's gonna be on your chip, man. And they have that in Amazon stores and whatnot, you know, to where you can just
pick up everything. Don't have to have cash for it. Yep. You just grab it and literally walk out, and then you get charged automatically.
Yep. Well, they showed you, I believe it was a commercial that came out years ago. When they showed you this guy, Lord's well, I put it in post-production.
Yeah,
you know. This dude was shoplifting. He was, you know, they played the commercial off. It was an IBM commercial. They played it off as if he was shoplifting. He had a big-ass trench coat. He was just stuffing all types of items in his coat. And then you had the security guard watching him the whole time. And as he left the store, you heard like a beep. And then he turned, and the security guard said, hey. Like, the dude turned around looking all suspicious. He said, hey, you forgot your receipt. And he handed him a receipt showing you that he didn't have to have no cash in it. He had the chip on. He just walked out and it took the amount that he had, items he had off of his chip, you know? And that guy, what's that guy, Aaron Russo, who Alex Jones, which he is an insider, you know, who Alex Jones interviewed. Aaron Russo was a friend of Nick Rockefeller. And Nick Rockefeller pretty much said, look, our whole goal is we want to ship everybody with an RFID microchip, you know? Yep. And he said, if you go against our society, we just turn off your chip, X you out of society, you know? And then he said, what about me? Like, what about me? Well, your chip will have a get out of jail free card, you know? You'll be good. So that pretty much the elites, by them chipping everybody, that's them trying to be the most high, you know? I could jump to 14 to get into the judgment.
Yeah, kind. Yeah, because if you're it don't matter if you an Edomite, because Esau's already through these heathen nations. This is all about the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And Esau knows this. He knows who you are, and he knows exactly what he's doing. Okay, you know. And if you take this chip, in which you're committed not to take, man, and there's no excuse not to know about the chip neither, man. All right. So if you take this RFID microchip, man, you're gonna, brother's gonna meet the judgment thereof. All right, you're gonna be destroyed, man.
And Esau, he doesn't want you to have a shot at salvation because, like you said, he knows that. Like, if you take the chip, you're through. Like, it's no shot for you. And that's why he's gonna try to force it upon our people so that they don't have any chance at salvation. So you're gonna be through like he is, because he know his end. He wants you just to have the same fate as him. Just be a part of the destruction that he gotta face.
Yeah.
And that's why he pushed this new Generation Z. What's that nigga? Kid Boo.
Yep.
Kid Boo, that simple ass nigga. I might put him in post-production. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Yeah, I will.
And he did another, Kid Boo did, if you can find it, he did another interview on Bootleg Kev radio station. They was asking him about the chip. And he went further into it as well, talking about, some new form pretty much he's doing the bidding of the so-called white man Esau. Yeah. He's set up, man. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, he said like, so the new generation Z, they see that little nigga getting the chip and they be like, oh, it's cool, we get the chip too, you know.
Yeah.
It's a play on the mind. Esau likes to work on your mind, you know. Mm-hmm. But guess what? If you take that chip, this is Revelation chapter 14, verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city, because she made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Yeah, because Esau knows that this society, he's done. Yep. Revelation 12:12, he knows that this society is over with. And that's why he's just going to go ahead and collapse the economy, all right, bring the martial law troops, okay, and mandate this Rfid microchip, man, because he been wanting to get this program running, man, all right. He see the chariot sightings, okay, he see the signs, he see the prophecies coming to pass, man, all right, and he see the prophecies declaring the prophets declaring the prophecies thereof, man, all right. So Esau is scrambling, man. He has to make a move his damn self. Okay, and his move is gonna be moving on you Babylonians, moving on you Israelites, man.
Yep. And the reason why Esau really is being forced to make that move is because the prophets.
Yep.
He knows that he had but a short time because he's seeing the elect being sealed throughout the four corners of the earth, and bringing his judgment to his face. And that's why you're getting scared. You're cutting off YouTube.
Yep.
You know, you're changing algorithms. Well, guess what? It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too fucking late. Esau, the word is out there. The elect, like the brothers were saying, like Apostle Tahar always says, he believes, which has to be true, the elect is already sealed. Really. Now it's about the 1/3, because if you think about it, if you break down a nation Israel on a pie chart, 2/3, that's a hell of a lot.
Yes, sir.
But 1/3 is a lot too. That's millions of people that got to be sealed.
Yep, that's a nice slice.
Yeah, you know, so that's a big number of Israelites, women and children, are going to be believers, you know, which majority of the elect, the 1/3 will come in. I say when the spiritual power is elevated on that level to where miracles are done, just like in the book of the Acts, you know, when they were healing people. At that same hour, we brought in 3,000 men, you know. So we in that time, and Esau knows that, you know.
Yeah, and another thing I was thinking about as well, and that's why Esau is trying to merge man with machine, because he know the spiritual power is coming. He's getting ready to attempt to combat the elect that's going to get that spiritual power, and Yahweh Shai returning with the angels, man. UFO chariot sightings, all right. Esau is getting ready, and this is his carnal way of attempting to achieve spiritual power, man.
But guess what? The Heavenly Father put the Spirit on you to do so, because Exodus 15:3, the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name, which that whole book of Exodus, the 15th chapter, is an actual song that we sung to the Lord when we were delivered, you know?
That's right.
So the Heavenly Father wants you to fight his men, so you can get decimated, and his son, you know. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his foreheads or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
That's what's gonna happen, you know. And Esau, was it still a little bit more on that one?
Yeah, a little bit more. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Yeah, and Esau knows that that's what's going to happen, and he want to take down as many Israelites as he can and make them face that same judgment. Because that's, regardless, Esau, you know, he gonna get took out with the nuclear missiles, and you know, Yahweh Shai coming back with the chariots. Yet he wants you to face the same fate as him, so that you can't receive salvation. When all this is going down, he gonna be looking like, yeah, like at least I got somebody to go down with me. You know, he taking you out with him, because he know regardless what his fate is, the elites that run this society.
So, yeah, they know they through, you know. But guess what? you're not going to be able to take down the elect. You know?
That's right, man.
It's 144,000 and the 1/3 that are going to receive salvation, that's been predestined to receive salvation. Yeah, some of them are going to be martyrs. That's according to prophecy, pursuing the book of Revelation, the 20th chapter. John saw the men that were beheaded for a witness. Wow, I just get it because it gets they didn't get it. They didn't take his mark.
That's right. Just like the Lord told Elijah, man, I have 7,000 men that haven't bowed down to the image of Baal or bowed down to Baal, man. All right, and 7,000 is the complete number, man. Okay, and those men are back here today, man. The elect, okay. You know, in the 1/3, man. You know, those who truly trust and believe and have faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
And those same men that the brother was mentioning that will be beheaded for having faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, striving for the truth unto death, as the scriptures say. Yep. They're going to be the first ones coming back with Yahweh Shai in the chariots. Yeah. So they're going to be coming right back. So even though you're basically just leaving this body. Yeah. Right? You're going to go right to your spiritual body, man. And then you come right back to judge Esau, whoever the hell like did that to you, man. Yep. You fuck them up.
Yep. You're going to be transferred right to your extraterrestrial body. You know? It's like boom, like it's like spontaneous. You know? Okay. This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for a witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of the Most High. It says, and which had...
Yeah, they you can read that part again.
It says, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of the Most High.
Yeah, so they were beheaded for their keeping the faith. And that's what it's all about, keeping the faith to the end, man. Yeah. No matter if it is until you be, no matter if you have to be a martyr or not. You know, it's about not losing faith, even when you're facing death, man. Yep. Because Esau, he's gonna try to scare you. That's part of his fear tactic. Because a lot of people are scared of death.
Yeah, Esau is trying to play the Heavenly Father. Because really, the Most High is the author of life and death. And hey, spiritual power can kick in right there when you right under the guillotine, man. When you're in a concentration camp, when you're faced with death, man. You know. So the Lord is controlling the whole narrative, and it can be a total plot twist, man. Ultimately, we and at the same time, we know that certain brothers are going to be martyrs to fulfill the prophecy, man.
You got to remember, brothers all live unto the Lord. There's no such thing as death to the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
It's just a transition. You leaving one tabernacle and going to another.
That's right, man.
Your spirit is pure energy. Now, they say the anticipation of death is worse than the death itself. You know, your heart racing. You know, you get ready to be faced with death. You know, you about to die. That's really where the fear is. You know, it ain't. We're really. Hey, the Most High ain't gonna let us men. He ain't gonna let you suffer. You know.
Yeah.
It might be quick, you know. All right, certain brothers, certain brothers, you may get tortured, but maybe the Most High, he gonna put, you know, Lord's will, he gonna put that spirit on you to deal with it. And you got to remember, it says, as much then as a Mashiach have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. Yahweh Shai 2,000 years ago had to get tortured, and he suffered, you know. Yeah. So if our Lord had to do it, you know, we can do it, you know. Just have that mind frame and pray, you know. But it says. I know it don't sound easy, you know. It's easier said than done. When it comes down to it, you gotta pray, you know.
Yeah, man. Like the scriptures say in Acts 14 and 22, I believe, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High. You know, this is just like the Lord, just like Yahweh Shai. He prayed to the Lord 3 times for the cup to pass him. But he understood that was the will of the Heavenly Father, and that was necessary for him to go through to fulfill prophecy, and what for him to inherit his kingdom, because really it's the kingdom of Yahweh Shai first and foremost, man. You know, in Lord's will, we be of the hopeful number of the elect, man. We be joint heirs, man. So this is necessary for us to go through, for us to get to the kingdom, man.
It says, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for a witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark in their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahweh Shai 1,000 years.
So like the brother was saying, you know, even though what they call it death in this society, but really you're still living. You know, you didn't die. Even if Esau he so-called put you to death, man, you're a martyr. All right, because really it's just like the brother was saying, it's just your spirit leaving this tabernacle and going to your spiritual body, man. That's all it is. It's just a transition. He's made it happen sooner because we're all gonna go to the go to the spiritual, get our spiritual bodies.
Yeah, we are gonna go through that transition, so to speak.
Yeah,
we are gonna leave this. Our spirits is gonna leave this corrupt tabernacle, these fleshly bodies, man. One way or another. You know,
we're not taking these bodies into the kingdom of heaven. These bodies are corruptible. They're weak. They're sickly.
Yeah.
The Heavenly Father's going to change us into gods on this earth, superhuman, superpowers, you know, Superman, Shazam, Dragon Ball Z. You know, I'm just naming all the characters. Dragon Ball Z, Goku, you know, Vegeta. We're going to be like super powerful on this earth. So pretty much, remember there's glory on the other side of it all. You know, deny this world, because Esau was taking that chip as you pretty much. Trying to give your life over to the beast and trying to be in this world, you know?
Yeah, trying to prolong your life.
Yep. When you know that this world is coming to bite, but you know, by the time the chip comes, you know the missiles is coming.
Done.
You know?
It's done.
So you take the chip, what you living, you prolong your life for what, a good couple weeks, a month, before the missiles come and blow your ass away.
Yeah, that's pathetic, man. That's pathetic as hell.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that was it. You know what that scripture is when it says the dead in Yahushua shall rise first?
I got it. I'll put it up.
It's Thessalonians.
I'll read it for you.
Okay.
This is let me see where it's about to start. Okay. This is 1 Thessalonians 4:13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. Because 2/3 don't have no hope, man. They don't. Their hope is in this society, and this society is out of here. All right. But yet we have hope. We have expectation. We have Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Okay. It says, for verse 14, for if we believe that Yahushai died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushai will the Most High bring with them.
Yep, so if we believe, we have faith that Yahushai died 2,000 years ago, he had to suffer, be a martyr for the ultimate, to be a sacrifice for the whole nation of Israel, to be wiped clean, or all our sins to be washed away in the eyes of the Heavenly Father, starting with the elect, and we be accepted back as the sons of the Most High, you know? So we believe that Yahushai did that for us, you know that, and that's facts. He did that, and he wrote, and after that he rose on the third day.
Yep.
So them that also sleep in Yahushai are going to be awoke or arise, you know.
Okay.
Got it.
And like the Apostle Kabar always goes into, man, we have yet to experience life. Yep. You know, our lives are hid with Yahushai, man. We're dead to this world. Okay. You know, we're going through this so that we can inherit eternal life, man. You know, living forever. All right. Esau can't even fathom, man.
Eternity, eternal life of glory, power. You know, just experiencing life. You know, that's what we want. You know, we want to live.
Okay.
But before that comes, this place got to go.
Straight up.
Got it.
It says, for if we believe that Yahushai died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushai will the Most High bring with them. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with a voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach Yahushai shall rise first.
And the dead in Hamashiach Yahushai shall rise first. Meaning the men that died in this truth are going to be risen first. They're going to be the first ones on the chariots with the Lord. You know? Let's start with some of our elders, our elder apostles, elders. Elder Yaikwab, High Priest Yaikwab, Elder Abba Bivens, which is Elijah in the reincarnation.
That's right.
King Mashah, King David, he's coming back in the reincarnation. You know, all the men that died in this truth, they're going to be right there with the Lord. You know, and that's our faith. So ain't no worries about death. We can die today, and Lord, you know, like we hear. I'm just throwing that out there. Because the scriptures say that it's more profitable for us to be on the earth to do the will of the Lord than be in the spiritual world. That's right. But I'm using that as an example. We could die today. We already know we're gonna be right there with the Lord. You know. There ain't no such thing as like you die and that's it. You know. They all live to the Lord. You know.
Yep. And the scriptures talk about those being taken from the earth to be taken to be taken from the times that's about to hit this the scene.
There's really mercy being shown because you don't have to endure all the things that's going to happen here.
Yep.
That's right, man. Because it's about to get wild, man.
It's gonna get crazy.
You know. Verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds.
Yep. Meaning the men that remain, because Esau, you ain't gonna kill off because this whole goal. I'm gonna kill off everybody. No, you ain't gonna kill off all the elect in the 1/3.
Yep.
Certain men are gonna be here because if that was the case, why would in the book of what's that? Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness. Said they shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. Now, if you killed off everybody, how they gonna be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation? Meaning there's gonna be men on the earth that are gonna be what? Beamed up in them chariots.
That's right, man.
And the whole earth gonna see. And you're gonna see the men that you looked at as nobodies. And you call us pieces of shit, them niggas, spicks, wetbacks, how they call us, being changed in midair into them gods.
Yeah.
That's I think Paul said that in the book of 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter says, ye shall be changed in the twinkling of an eye. You know, you're gonna see us become gods on this earth.
That's
right.
right.
And I'm gonna keep pushing that point because we at that time, you know. The Lord finna change us, man. We finna, that power is coming, you know. You got it out.
It says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air.
So we're going to be beamed up and we're going to be joined back unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Yeah, that's the marriage, man. You know?
The King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. The man himself is finally going to be back on the earth. You know the power that's going to be, like the feeling of joy. Like the brother, I was watching this live show yesterday. He was getting into how every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. That's not just limited to man. That's every creature on the earth. Straight up. The rats, the ants, the bees. You know, every creature was created by Yahushai. Everybody's gonna reverence His glory when He returns. You know. You're gonna feel that presence when He comes back on the earth. It's gonna be powerful. You know. You got it out.
It says, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Join back unto the marriage. Join unto the marriage with the Lamb. You know. Our Creator. You know. Because Yahushai was the first spirit created, and He created us.
That's right, man.
You know, He knows everything about us because He made us. You know, we're gonna be joined back with Him.
It says, wherefore comfort one another with these words.
And that's why we do these video epistles to comfort brethren. Like, look, there's hope. You know, brothers catch hell throughout the weeks, throughout their lives. Don't focus on that hell. Focus on the fact that we about to get out of here. Focus on the scriptures, you know. Keep your mind occupied in prophecy. That's why we say, wherefore comfort one another with these words. These videos actually lift brothers' spirits up. That's why it's important for brothers to do their videos and push that whatever lessons that you got to put out that the Spirit gives you, because it helps brothers' spirits, you know. Like the scriptures say, iron sharpeneth iron. So a man help us a friend. Them videos helps us, you know. And if we are the elect, indeed of the elect, we are all friends. We're all brothers. We were the first spirits created. We was with each other from the beginning, you know. You got it out.
Yeah, that's right. No, you know, that's all I have, man. That's unless Jake had anything, that's a beautiful, beautiful way to end it off, man.
You know, so you know, just being the time of Esau's downfall, he's coming with great wrath because he knows what he had but a short time. But guess what? Like the scriptures say, lift up your head because you know your redemption draws nigh. So we know we at the end of this hell, man. We about to be elevated. You know? The end of Jake's captivity, you know, because this place is a nightmare for us, but it's about to be over, you know.
That's right, man.
You know, so with that, we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Shalom.
Shalom.